Okay, so the last thing you see me do here was paint the fence. I have everything set up on the little display here, the little diorama. Nothing is glued down except for the rocks and the bushes. Everything else, the people, the truck, and all this stuff is still loose. I'm just setting it up for how I want it to be. But I figured I'd show you kind of where I'm getting at, where I'm going, how the fence looks. I wanted the fence to be destroyed pretty much, and it's pretty much kind of the look I want. I'm gonna add more to it. I'm probably gonna take more of this foliage that's down here and stretch it and rip it and put it along this fence, kind of going up it, kind of like vines and stuff. I used a couple little trees here. I just painted them flat brown to be more flat, and I stuck those in there and glued those down. So these are glued down. There's another one here. My people are literally they're just leaning up against the truck, so they're gonna fall. So yeah, I got my pull the truck out. I need to fix some of the paint in here and make that mud again, so I gotta do that. I glued a part of the railing that came off the truck on there. So when I did this was a lot flatter, and I really didn't like that. I don't like building completely flat. It's always boring, and it doesn't matter what I do, it's boring to me. Everything's just flat. There's nothing really there. There's no depth. There's no nothing. So what I did is I took more of this, sand diorama, and I took a bunch of it and I put it all along here and for both tires. And I found a tire that I really don't care for. It's just an extra spare tire, and I pushed it down like so and then just rolled it. And I did it all the way across the whole diorama, and except for, well, not all the way. I stopped where the wheels are, and I made the path go farther down. So like this is a normal trail, mud trail. So that's how I did that. These boxes and everything are currently just sitting there. Nothing is there. Nothing is permanent because I still want to add more, do different things. I still have all these bottles to break off and cut and throw in there somewhere. I wanted to throw this in there somewhere because it's just sitting in my extra piles, and it's just a safe. That's all it is. There's really nothing to it. So I was gonna throw that in there somewhere, and kind of like, oh look, someone struck gold. I have a few barricades. I have a couple more tools. I was gonna throw some extra car parts in there. I don't exactly have enough room. I was thinking about throwing more of these oil cans in there, but I want to use those for my little garage thing and something else, so I want to save those. I'm trying to find other stuff and make more stuff to throw in there and make it look kind of cluttered or some garbage, or like people pass by. Just something like more post-war, just people left stuff behind. I was gonna try and find like maybe like food or something, but I don't have any of that stuff. It's just boxes and some hay bales, and I kind of want it to make sense. I can't just throw everything in there. But I took this Model Air mud brown and airbrushed over the whole thing as best as I could, because I wanted the mud on the ground to match the mud on the truck, which I am actually happy with. I drilled out a tiny hole and shoved a copper wire in there. It's a 22 gauge little jewelry wire, and I drilled it out and just put it in their foot so I can just have them kind of temporarily just stand in place, see how they look, see if that's where I want them, and once I'm happy with where they're at, then I'll glue them down. Same thing with these barrels. I know there's 3 together, however I can break these apart. So like they're like here together, they come apart pretty easy. I can just rip these apart. And now I have 3 individuals and I can throw them wherever I want. That's how all the boxes are too. They come that way. They come in a little kit. They come that way. So like I didn't glue them like this. They came like this. So yeah, you see this. They come apart. So I can scatter these all around and do what I want. This one I'll just leave together because it's nice the way it is, and I don't want to rip them all apart for showing on the camera. I do have a couple oil drums in here, which obviously I need to fix up a little bit and make some oil marks on them. You probably have some oil spilled here, but I like how it lays just in the tire track right there. It's nice. There's another one back here, and I'll probably put some more stuff. I was going to try and build a wall here, however this is too small. This wall is 35th scale, and I did this up a long time ago and I never used it. It's just all red with some brown into a couple different greens. It's just black on the other side, but yeah, I spray painted all that black and then hand painted it. It's there's a bunch of them over here that are like that, so I figured I'd do that. But then I changed my mind and I'm just gonna put trees here. Just do like 2 or 3 trees here and wall it off like it's in a forest. But I got this tree kind of bent over, like it got hit. So I kind of have things how I want. I'm still trying to figure it out right now. Everything's just kind of like a test. See if I can fit it, see if I like it, see if it works out. So yeah, I will get back to it. Okay, folks, I am calling it done here. There is much more that I can do with this diorama, but I'm just not for now. There's all kinds of little details and extra stuff that I could throw in here, and whenever you make a diorama, you're never truly done. But as for now, I'm going to call it done. And I just wanted to show you guys that I do have it in the case, and it fits very nicely. It's just one of those regular display cases that you get from Hobby Lobby. It's the biggest one that they got from their model section, and I got it to fit in there. Very nice. Just wanted to show you that before I take the lid off, because some of the trees are leaning up against the side. Take this off carefully. And yeah, so I got the fence on there. I used the green shrubs on there. I just pulled them apart and stretched them and put them on the fence. I super glued them on there. This is the stuff that I used. It's just a little foliage cluster. It's supposed to be for like shrubs and random grass, but I just pulled it apart and stretched it, and it worked really nice, really good for making like vines and the bushes and the ground that I made. So that's what all this is, and that's what these is. There's like little yellow powder that I poured over the bushes to make it kind of like flowers. I threw some water bottles down, those extra water bottles that I had, and pop bottles I threw over the ground. I have an oil can here, and I have another one here. I turn the camera. So I got a couple oil cans on the ground. I got the barrels. Kind of like everything fell out of the truck as it was driving or rolling through the mud. So everything kind of fell out, rolled into the bushes. I got the boxes. I got another barrel in the trees over here. These trees are from the same, I think it's Woodland Scenics. But they were a little too tall, so I cut the tops off and I just glued them down the bottom as some bushes and shrubs. But I did glue some rocks down here, and I got those all set up. I got the two trees over here, like they're kind of like mashed, and like the truck kind of like knocked into them, or kind of got like stuck by them. Another water bottle here, but yeah, I got everything set up in the truck. I actually just glue everything down, so I got the Thompson and the shotgun. I got the pistol glued to the top of the barrel. I got the hat there. I did glue everything down in place. I got my figures glued down to where I want them, or at least how I want them. So I got the guy looking into the truck and into the interior. I got her kind of leaning over looking into the bed of the truck, and then this one here is on lookout. So, you know, just in case, can't be too careful when you're out in the wild. But pretty much just the front of the diorama here. And you kind of see how it's kind of like I made the truck stop. You can see the water bottle that's down here in the corner rock. I made the dirt path continue on. I like how I made it because I can take the hood of the truck off, and like someone was working on it and left it abandoned, and I could leave the hood back there, and then now you can see into it. And it's like how they found it like this. This is the back of it. There will be pictures, well, better pictures of everything after. I did the foliage on both sides. I just glued it to both sides, super glued it. I didn't do a bunch down here because you're not going to see it. I just wanted to do what you see from that side because the other side is the main focal point. You can see the barrel a little better down here. Yeah, the fence I wanted completely destroyed. In all honesty, I probably should have made this go all the way to the end, and then maybe had a fourth tree here, or made this longer. I mean, there's a few different things that I could have and should have done. But as for now, I do like how it turned out. And then here is the other side. Another thing that I probably should do is weather these a little more, like they've been outside longer. That's one other thing that I probably should do. You can kind of see I have another barrel. The third barrel is tucked away underneath, like it rolled under. Yeah. So I like how this turned out. I mean, obviously there's more that I can do. I also made it so that I can have this closed. So I didn't glue anything to the tailgate of the truck, so that way if I wanted to pose it open or closed, I could without worrying about it looking funny or something getting in the way. So I can have this open or closed like that. And then with it closed, it looks like she can still see into the bed of the truck, so it's all still good. And then this is what it looks like when I leave the hood off from this side. So if you did make it this far in the video, or if you skipped to this part, I do appreciate you watching it and clicking on it. Like I said in every video, I have TikTok and Instagram. I put the photos on there first because it's a lot faster and it takes 10 seconds. Videos obviously takes a little longer to edit out. Pauses in between of everything and my rambling. But I do hope that you enjoyed if you watched. I thank you. I probably will not be making another diorama for a long time because I don't have a whole lot of space to put things. So I have to figure out where I'm going to put this and display this, and then I will be on to my next project.